ignoring his still small voice.
Nikki, can you hear me?
Come on, get out of my own way. Pick up that mustard seed of faith.
Stop!
Procrastinating my way to the top. Girl, you silly. So I'm picking out a birthday card for my sister, and I'm also getting a card for my father. And it's always been hard to find a card or pick a card for him because I never really, the words aren't genuine. You know what I mean? They don't speak to our situation. Because, you know, I didn't grow up with my dad. I don't hate him or whatever. I met him when I was 27, but it's just hard picking out a card for him because there's not a card that kind of sums up what the relationship that we do have, because I would like for us to be a lot closer than what we are, but we've already been through that where, you know, he didn't grow up with his father, so he didn't know how to be a father. You know how it goes. But like these two cards, for example, they're nice cards, but they would be phony for me to give them to him. Wonderful dad. We count among our greatest blessings the ones we love, whose love has meant so much. Of the many blessings God gives in life, few compare with the gift of having a wonderful dad like you. Wishes for a happy, blessed birthday. For my father, it's hard to put into words just how grateful I am for you and how much it means to have a father like you in my life. But I hope you know I mean all these things and more when I say thanks for everything and have a wonderful day. Thanks for everything doesn't, like what? You're a truth-talking, word-keeping, stand-up kind of guy. You're a one-of-a-kind dad. Happy birthday. This I could probably rock with because it's very vague. You know, it has a little humor to it. He does, you know, speak the truth. He does keep the word on things he's gonna say. And he doesn't have a tattoo. But he's unique. He's one of a kind. We have a very unique relationship. But I'm gonna go with this one. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Basically, I am about to start back in my DIY mode. But I wanted to show you guys like this little hack that I learned from YouTube that I want to do to help me record overhead filming, so that way you guys can see like what I'm doing. I'm preparing my father's birthday gift. Okay, so we have the 2 bags of rice. I'm gonna make an incision here, and I'll put my phone in and see what happens. So I made a larger incision. Let's try it and see. Okay, so it seems to fit in there. It is a little, you know, loose, flimsy. But maybe if I put it in my phone case, it'll be a little bit better. So this is the first view, but it's a little too close. I'm gonna try what the young lady tried in her video, which is elevating the actual stand so that you can see more of the workspace. Okay. So this is elevated, you know, nice little bit, but you can see what I have it elevated on. Alright. So let's try something else. So like seriously, when is too much? Too much. Okay, so I've brought in an ironing board, a paint can, and then I'm gonna place this on top to see if this will give me the look that I'm going for. Let's see. Still see a little bit of a, damn it. Let me think. Or I may just have to move the workstation, move the work area to here. Let's try that. Okay, so now what we've tried to do is add my little coloring around the paint bucket so that you don't see it from the camera's point of view, which I'll show you. But I just don't know. I'm probably gonna just buy the thing from Amazon. But I'm going to go ahead and move forward just because it is actually my father's birthday today. And I want to get over there before it gets dark to give him his gift so I can record that process. But yeah, this is the bootleg setup. So let's just start and see what happens. So I purchased 3 different frames from the Dollar Tree. Right now I'm just taking them apart because I want to glue them together. But in order for them to sit properly, I needed to get all of the different staples out that had that different yarn on it. Once I get that out, I'm going to hot glue them together, let them sit for a few minutes. I don't really have that much time. And then from there, I'm going to create like a Mississippi type scene. So I bought fake grass, some small rocks. He loves cars, so I got like a vintage car. Just trying to create a scene. The words "Happy Birthday." I found these flowers, these lights from the Dollar Tree. This is it. This is the finished product. I tried to paint the white cords black so that it would not stand out and it would blend in with the black background, but because of the time, I just didn't do that good of a job. Hi guys. Why am I whispering? I'm outside. Look at the snow. See the snow? Anyway, I'm on my way to my dad's house. I'm going to surprise him with his birthday gift. Today is his birthday, so I'm going to be surprising him with the gift I made for him. Let's go. But I want to be walking out. Yeah, bring me up, play around me, you play with me, I call it out. Oh, I might call it out. Yeah, I don't still rap for the cash. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm back in my bag. Yeah. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, so in a perfect world, I wanted to pull up. He opened the door. I stand outside the door, you know, because it's still COVID and, you know, want to get the 6 feet of social distancing or whatever. And I wanted to like just at least, you know, either get him waving to the camera, you know, or just opening it right there in the doorway or whatever. But that didn't happen. So then I was like, well, hey, I was able to wait. I waited outside until he, you know, came to get it. So speaking of waiting, this is a photo of me. My grandmother and my mom would tell me stories about how I used to drag this rocking chair out to the front of the house. And they're like, where are you going, Nikki? Where are you going with this rocking chair? And I'm like, I'm going to wait on my daddy. I'm going to wait on my daddy. I just think it's so ironic that even years later, I'm still waiting in some type of way for him to be the father that I always thought he would be. But here is his video reaction to the present. No, he didn't send one. He told me he needed a haircut. And even though I respect that or whatever, it just kind of hurt my feelings because I went through a lot. I thought this was something really special that I made for him. And I just kind of felt like, I don't know, I wanted him to come through. You know, when he told me to trust him, he'll send the video, he'll send it, just trust him. It was really hard to do that because I've never seen him come through. You know, if my mom would have been like, hey, I got you, don't worry about it, I wouldn't worry about it. But with him, here it is months later, and I've still yet to get any kind of video or picture of him holding it or standing next to the frames and all that, and the other gifts that I got him. Yes, he sent a text message and, you know, he called and everything, but, you know, the point was something that's important to his daughter wasn't important enough for him. He put himself first. He put his haircut first before just sending a simple text message, even if it would have been something, you know, for me, just because he hadn't seen me or I hadn't seen him. Hey, Nikki, here's a picture with me and the gifts. Don't share it, or it's just for you, or whatever. But I don't know. That speaks to why it's so hard to pick Father's Day cards for someone that doesn't relate or act like the words in the card.